I don't know about you, but my stores really be diamonds. I'm really in Caribbean islands, moving them things in silence. And I don't know about you, but I've been moving on ladders, daytime trading with fighters, ain't fucking with outsiders. And I don't know about you, but I've been doing the finest. Hoes calling me your highness, wanna get touched by Midas. And I don't know about you, but I've been getting this cheddar. Chrome 24s are better, couple white girls named Heather. And I don't know about you, but I've been riding my own wave. I've been riding my own wave. I've been riding my own wave. And I don't know about you, but I've been. Gotta mute that tab. What's poppin'? Is your boy Cassius Cuvée. We in the place. I don't know about you, but I've been riding my own wave, man. Just like my classic song from when I first dropped this return to music in 2020, right before the pandemic hit. I've been riding my own wave ever since, and even before that, man. And the other wave I've been riding is this blue wave I put here on Market Cipher B. You got to love the blue wave down here on Market Cipher B. The momentum wave. I've been riding my own wave. Woo! Let's do this thing, man. What an epic day today. That's Bitcoin right there, man. Look at that. And I took profit right at the top of this, man. Not at the top of this. Not at the top of this. At the top of this morning. If you were in my private Discord, you saw where we took profit right at the top of this. I've been trading all week. It's only Wednesday. 3 days might be a long time for me. But, like, man, I've been killing it lately on Bitcoin trades, y'all. I can't even front. Like, you got to watch it, man. My Discord group members see it, man. This is a real spill right here, man. I've got a knack for price action on Bitcoin, probably because I watch it all day, every day anyways. You feel me? I'm trying to have my Discord group up right now. Somebody just hit a win in Discord group. Run it back for show. My man Matt's in the place to be. Yeah, facts on facts on facts, B. We winning today. You know what I'm saying? We got to play some celebratory music right here. Yo. Like the dawn of a new day with Cassius Cuvée. And I'm going to have to do it in a passionate way. Look, gotta spit some bars off the top of it. Really ain't no stop of it. Light skin chocolate. Every time I spit the facts, you know that I get the tracks. And I'm gonna have to hit the wax. Make it, break it, give it back. Nah, we ain't round tripping. We straight sipping on the Cuvée all day. No set tripping. We gon' get it to go when I'm spitting this flow. It's kind of slow. Where Bitcoin price going? I don't know, man. I'm just riding blue waves fast as I can. I got a couple 100,000 all on my hand. Like, damn, shining like a mofo. A couple places I can tell you that it won't go. Probably not breaking right above this long high. But the buyers might make it try. But look at the chart and I just sigh. You wonder why this candle wick is to the sky. It's too fly, man. I'm on my fly, man. I gotta get it. It really ain't to buy, man. I like shorting. I like sporting all this shine on my neck and my girls I be courting. We gonna get it though. All right, man. We're gonna let a couple people join the chat here. It's Freestyle Flow with your better Cassius Cuvée, man. We're going to get in this thing here, man. Take off the sunglasses so we can see what's going on, man. Matt, how you feeling, baby? See some guys in the chat right here. We want to say what's popping to them for show. Private Discord is popping. What's going on, man? Today was a hell of a day. Honestly, you guys, this is why we trade Bitcoin, right? We like this shit. This is a big-ass candle. Let me zoom out a little bit so you get some perspective, okay? Look how big this candle is. This is a 4-hour candle with a big-ass wick, okay? But this is why we trade Bitcoin instead of stocks or something else like that. How big was this move? Let's see how big this move was. We're starting way up here. Something about there. Over 6.5%, 6.8%, something like that. All in the 4-hour window. Really was, let's see, it was really only in about 3 hours, really. So if you guys don't know, that was when Trump was speaking. And, they got us with the head faking down. Now, me personally, I was out of my trades. I got out right here. He's feeling good, missed some plays. But look, man, it's no such thing as missing plays. We miss plays every day. It's a play 24/7. Literally, it's 24/7, right? So don't even trip off the missed plays. We just want to win the plays, and we dodge the losses, okay? And everything always has a little bounce. Right? We could have played this bounce and short. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. You can't. There's too many trades, bro. You know what I'm saying? What about this? I mean, you think Bitcoin dropped? What about my altcoins? My favorite shitcoin. Look how much Degen dropped. Way below. Okay, look. You can't tell apples to apples by looking at the chart sometimes. You can get a rough estimate. But look, Bitcoin was what, 6.5 or something? Let's see where this went from the top of this down to here. Yeah, that's 10.6%. So you see, that's a much bigger difference. And again, if you got like 50x leverage or something, maybe you wouldn't have 50x leverage on this. Maybe you have 25, whatever. You know, on a 10% move times 25, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That's your 250% in 3 hours. You can't really get that nowhere else but crypto. That's why we love crypto. But listen, I got some stuff I want to talk about today. Shit, did I even write it all down? There's so many things, man. Every day I just walk around thinking about stuff I want to go over. I didn't even write it down. This day was proof that you take profits when the profits are looking at you in the face, man. The people in our private Discord saw, I've been in that Bitcoin trade longer than normal. I felt safe about it, but I caught it. I got out as soon as I woke up in the morning, like 5 in the morning or something. I got out of it right about here. I got out of, actually, I think it was about 86,700 is what, actually, I got it right here on the Discord. Let's see. When did I get out of that? I got the P&L. It was a 285% profit. Can I show that? Let me add this screen. I'm going to show the Discord one time. I don't usually ever do that. Let's see. Discord, where are you at, sir? Oh, there it is. Right here. It was this one. Can we zoom in on that or something? How can we zoom in on that? Can y'all see that? Yeah. How can we zoom in on that? I don't know. This is Meld Studio. I'm still getting used to it. But basically, man, there we go. 285% win. I sold, it looks like, at 86.6. See, I didn't even get the perfect top, and we still had made a killing off it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, okay, let's hide that now. Move out the way. So, yeah, I mean, that was like up here somewhere, okay? 86.6, something like this. And then it dropped back down immediately. I had a feeling I might have another retrace, but I was like, okay, you know what? We won the trade, bro. It was like from down here to here. Come on, man. 2 days, you're up 285%, right? So here's the thing. This trade here, okay, and this is the other reason why I get out. I knew today would be a big news day because Trump was speaking, and it was about tariffs. And honestly, the tariffs have not been good news for the markets. But so far, it's been back and forth, and what I'm saying, been a lot of chop because of the announcements. Today was like the day that's supposed to be official or whatever, like the final announcement or whatever. Anyways, we knew it would be a volatile day in the market. I don't like to trade through that stuff, man. Why gamble? Give me my money. I'm up 20. You know what I'm saying? Just take the money. Kind of like sell the news or whatever. In this case, I don't know if it would have been sell the news. I was more so just playing the momentum waves. But this candle wick is what I want to talk about here. All right. Now, this is the 10-minute chart here. You see in 10 minutes up and 10 minutes down how much it moved, right? This is what you can do. This is similar to when I talked about trading at the open. When you're in a volatile moment, a known volatility, moment is about to happen. You either just don't play, stay away, because playing leverage can be tough, right? I guarantee you people got liquidated on the way up who were short, and people got liquidated on the way down who were long who chased, right? They got people in both directions on this. I promise you this. Someone said $1 trillion. It's always kind of a weird number when they talk about that kind of stuff because market caps, and I don't know how they calculate all that really about who got liquidated how much. But the point is, a lot of people got, who were going long, got liquidated on the way back down. And so you don't want that to happen to you. This is what I always talk about, scam wicks. I want to enter on the scam wick. When this boring little stuff is going like this, that's why just give me my money, get out. I didn't know something weird was going to happen. I got out like here, But what happens is a scam wick comes, and that's usually the sign of a reversal. It usually doesn't go like this and go straight up. I mean, it would have to be a reason. I don't think today was that big of a reason. Like at some point, enough was going to be enough on this wick. And if you were paying close enough attention, which I was not, I was doing something. I was already out of my trades. I don't have any trades. I have my personal account, but I don't have any trades in the account my sub account that I'm sharing with you guys. So I closed everything out, taking profit on that in Phemex. And so this sub was like, I would have waited for that wick. As soon as I seen that wick come back down, I probably would have got in like here or something on the convert reversal, and we would have rode it all the way down hella quick. I would have made that 285% back in 3 hours that it took me 3 days, 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So, but you can, the way you would do that is with these, okay? And these are the things that I say I don't hardly ever use these because they're just annoying to me to have to set them up on the chart. But they're not a bad visualization. Oh, that's the Fibonacci. They're not a bad visualization of what you would do. So that's a long short position. Because it does show you, like, you know, just kind of gives you an idea. So, like, you would be, you know, you would say I want to do something like this, you know. Oh, we'll make this go wider this way. I have 2 of them on there? Oh, okay. Oh, it looks like they just snapped to it or something. So, basically, you know, you would be like, if this was a 3-to-1, this is a 4-to-1 rate. Let's just say you were going to say I want to do a 3-to-1 ratio, right, to about here, something like that. We'll call it there. No. We want to go through it. You got to hold shift, and then you can get more specific. Actually, that's 3.4%. We'll call it 3-to-1 right here. When it's 3-to-1, what that means is this is 1 unit and this is 3 units, and it tells you with this tool. That's why it's a pretty cool tool. But you would have to know that going into it, like, okay, this is what I am planning on doing today. Again, this would be a tough one if you'd entered like here. You know, if you'd put the thing like here, but you know, before you saw this pump, you're like, I think it's short, but I want to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might get stopped out. It's a tough one. You know what I mean? Unless you were going to do like a 2-to-1 or I mean, you don't probably want to do a 1-to-1 on this. Is that showing me a 2-to-1? Oh, that's 1.3. I'm sorry. We're looking right here. That was 2%. We're looking right here. Gosh, yeah, even a 2-to-1 would be pretty hard. So you get what I'm saying? Like if you went in here, you a lot of people probably got stopped out on this and then look at turn right back around, right? That's why I don't like to say that in advance. It's like, again, anything on the price chart, you're chasing a price. I would be looking for something here to show me that this is going to turn around. Now, the thing about it is this is a little bit more of an art than a science. This is essentially the same thing as a short squeeze. Would you call this exactly a short squeeze? I don't know. It was a head fake. Maybe it was a short squeeze. Maybe it wasn't. But what I would say is that whenever you see price action move straight up like that and straight up on a wick and then come back down, you know, that was, you know, even if you didn't come back down, it would still be a short squeeze on the way up, and then that's where you enter the short, and then you ride it back down. So you kind of do got to move in, right? We would be here. As a matter of fact, I got it on breakout prop right here. Bitcoin's over here. This would be the 1-minute chart, okay? Breakout prop, I usually look at the 1-minute chart because I'm usually scalping. So I would have to be watching this in real time, and I would be like, bruh, like we've been doing nothing, and then see, this is what happened. People thought, you could tell right here. They were like, it's about to go, and they piled in this candle, and then short squeezed them all the way back up. Yo, Threads, culture, and fashion in the house. What's poppin', Threads? Man, y'all don't even know, man. That's town business in this thing right there. Threads, culture, and fashion. That's my homeboy. But, yo, I filmed the SPAC Dream music video in front of Threads, culture, and fashion out here in East Oakland. So you know they've been rocking with me since the beginning. You feel me? Great to see you in the chat, man. Great to see you in the chat. We doing it right now. The live stream, man. The trading. We're looking at Bitcoin had a crazy day today, and we're looking at what happened right now. It's right when Trump was going to speak about the tariffs. This drop. I appreciate you, man. Threads, culture, and fashion. I appreciate you. That's my boy right there. I don't know if you want to say his real name on here, so we're gonna go with Threads, culture, and fashion. But this is the Bitcoin chart. So basically, you could tell they was trying to pile in right here, and then boom, they got squeezed up. What we would have to do is wait until we started seeing some of this shit, and then I'm just being realistic. I probably would not have caught the tot unless I was gambling a little bit. You feel me? Fever. All right, we could call him Fever right here on the fair. That's my man Fever. He's a recording artist as well, but he also trades and stuff too. And so, you know, he's probably trying to get into some of this, you know, more nuanced crypto trading now, like a lot of folks. It's an opportunity. You could do it 24/7. Not everybody, you know, some people have to work during the stock market hours, you know. And I was talking to a guy. Check this out. Oh my God, real quick tangent. I was just 2 hours before this, I was on an arena stages, you know, showing people how to trade and teaching them how to get started. And Fever, you might want to try this breakout prop. This is the one where you get the $100,000 to trade with. You feel me? And so for a show, yeah, that's what I'm here for. Okay, so this is breakout prop. You can see I've got $102,000. I'm up $2,100 on this account right here. And basically, what you're doing is I'm breaking the rules of trading here. I always like to say you want to learn. Look, you're in fashion. You ever heard the one, you got to break the rules of fashion? Excuse me. You got to learn the rules of fashion before you can break the rules of fashion? Well, the same thing goes for trading. You got to learn the rules of trading before you can break the rules of trading. You feel me? And so that's what I'm doing here with this. This is a short squeeze that you basically got to it's not going to really fall into anything perfect on the chart here. You get what I'm saying? Like this was it over here when it happened. This is so just so you guys know, this is trading view down here where we do the TA. This is breakout prop where you can do the trades. I also have Phemex, which I trade on Phemex as well. But Phemex is more for leverage trading, and breakout prop is a prop firm where they give you $100,000 to trade with. So they're not really direct competitors, okay? That's why they're the only two platforms I'm rocking with. Like I wouldn't be on here with Phemex and Bybit and everybody else. Right now, we just rocking with Phemex and breakout prop. So one's a prop firm, one is a leverage trading platform. Phemex is international. They got like the international rules and stuff. And then breakout prop follows all the normal regulations of the United States, okay? So like you got to have a W-2 and all that kind of stuff for breakout prop, all your real information and whatnot. And, that's fine. They report the taxes, but you winning. So the thing is, I see candles like this. I would probably be sitting there cussing at the screen like this is fake. You know what I'm saying? This is fake as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And you can look at it on here, the 1 minute, or you can look at it here. This is also the 1 minute. We'll move it back to the 5 minute or something like that. But you just get a feel. It's fake. You know what I'm saying? You see a wick come up like that, it's like it's gonna reverse, bro. Like you just know that. And so what we would be doing is realistically probably get in about here. And just write it down. I probably would get out here. Let's see. I would be looking. I'd be looking at that. I probably wouldn't get out. This is only a 5 minute chart. I'm looking for a red dot, and that red dot didn't come till here, 1430. How long would I have made this last? Boy, I would have made a lot of money on this one. 1430 is like here. So I mean, I'm just saying like that would be my strategy because I'd be looking down here at market Cipher B, and just so you know, Fiva, that this is my primary way of doing the trading. This is the oscillator. These blue waves are the momentum waves, okay? This shows you the direction of price. You want to go up or down. It's different on every time frame, though. It will adjust, but the thing is you kind of start seeing them roll up to one another. So let's look at the first wave. We got a red dot on the 10-minute of the first wave right now, right, on Bitcoin, which means it's going down. Red dot means it's going down. Green dot means it's going up. But it changes on every time frame. So look at these waves as I go through this. I go through it kind of fast. I'm used to it, but I want you guys to look at these waves down here. 10-minute, 12-minute. You see it's like waves in the ocean. They kind of rolling up to one another. You see how that wave is getting smaller and smaller? And what you're looking for is you want that moment. If we're going to go short, we want those momentum waves to roll over, right? At some point, you got to say, okay, well, what time frame do I like to look at? And we never got the green dot printed on the 1 hour, and things are already coming back down again. But the 45-minute was there. It's kind of like you start getting a feel for what's going on. Now, for my strategy in specific, Fiva, is that, and I've gone over this with everyone before, and I'm going to keep going over with it because my go-to bread and butter is my scalping strategy. I'll say 50%. There's still a million other strategies for swing trading long-term and stuff. But I'll say the reason why I like scalping is because you can just sit down and do it whenever you feel like doing it, pretty much. You sit down and you're like, I'm going to carve out 3 hours today and I'm going to do some scalping and see how much money I can make before I go to bed or before on this weekend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some people watch the football game. Maybe you can have a football game on in the background or something. You know what I'm saying? Basketball game. We got the playoffs coming, Dub Nation in this bitch. But what we're going to do is focus on the charts just for that 3 hours, okay? Because we're looking, you got to sit down and focus. You want to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you treat it like a hobby, and sure, hobby worth the time perhaps, but then it's serious because money's on the line. And I feel like anybody who wants to lock in and really learn this shit can learn it. The whole entire thing I'm doing, the whole point of this is to make trading easy, okay? There is a million strategies and a million indicators and anything. There's infinite, bro. Like, I could show you. Here's indicators in TradingView. These are just my favorites. These are only my favorites. If I went to just, I don't even know what. You know what I'm saying? It's just like an infinite, it's just, you could type in whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? There's just a million of them. So I've narrowed it all the way down to the most simplest. After doing everything, I've experimented with everything, okay? I can't say everything. There's really that many, but a lot. And basically, I hate saying the word dumb it down, but I've simplified it. Where
for scalping, you don't necessarily need all that big stuff, all this stuff that's reversion to mean and all that. All I'm using is the momentum waves and these dots, okay? And the basic premise of the strategy is if you got a red dot is going down and then the momentum is going to stop coming down once you get a green dot, okay? What exactly the price is going to do that during that time period, I don't know. That is different. But that's why I say 80% is down here in the cake and 20% is the frosting on the price chart. But everyone else you see, all they mostly talk about is the price chart. Now, there are a lot of Market Cipher community members who talk about Market Cipher B as well. So shout out to them. Market Cipher is legit. But so many technical analysis guys, that's what TA stands for. So many TA guys only do lines on the price chart. They're like, oh, I got support and resistance here, and it's gonna go here, and then we're gonna show some support and resistance, and then when you do this calculation and run it through this massive formula, I'm gonna tell you when to buy and sell. And it's like, bro, if your shit worked that much, you would just be rich. Like you wouldn't even need, like everybody would just be rich. And I've even seen the videos that people say, well, everybody else, just because your strategy works for you doesn't mean it's going to work for the next person. It's like, well, shit, then it ain't that good of a strategy. The reason that their strategies work, or should I say why the people who do that actually make money when they do actually make money, is because, which they're leaning on, they mention it, of course, but it's because they have good bankroll management, meaning they will cut their losses. So if you do one of these things, which shows you let's say we're going to go long right here, right? And they were going to go long right here. Like this. This means that you would enter at this line. Green is where they would take profit, and red is where you cut your loss. Like if it went out below this red, you'd have a stop loss. Meaning you only lose one. This ratio is a 2.8 to 1, right? 2.8 ratio meaning 2.8 up and 1 down. If you hit this 50% of the time, you would be rich forever because you would win 2.8 and you would only lose 1 when you lost. You see what I'm saying? So that's really why their strategies work. It's because they have good bankroll management if they're smart. It ain't necessarily because my lines always tell me everything perfectly every time. I'm sorry, it's not it. That shit works sometimes. I don't want to be in the sometimes business when my money is on the line. I just don't. These work all the time. They're just not a liar. It's not a matter of opinion. Momentum waves are the momentum on that hour. You know what I'm saying? And when it starts going flat like this, well, it only happened because price started going up. So the general trend is on the 1 hour chart. Whether if it's red, that means it's going down some, right? But it takes some time for this to come back up. Yeah, stop loss is great work, and that's the way you survive in this game. And the longer you stay in the game, the better you'll be. But what you do is you zoom in on the 10 to the 10 minute, and now you'll see there's more stuff going on. So if you had started your short here, it happened. It's hard to go back and know when this dot actually appeared. It happened somewhere in this red candle. This is a big candle. This is kind of an anomaly, right? So we don't know where it happened. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, it happened. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, you didn't catch it till the red dot didn't show up to the bottom, which kind of sucks. But still, you would have rode it all the way down to here, because when that green dot happened, and you would have got out. And you would have made profit. Now, if you caught it up any higher, you would have made even more profit. So you would have got out, but then as soon as this red dot appeared, let's say you didn't even get in until back down here again. You would have rode that all the way down to here, and you would have got out. So that's my whole point, is that my strategy has it's not a stop loss, but it's telling you when to get out of the trade built into it. It's not a matter of, if price hits this line. It's a matter of momentum is starting to reverse. Because in all reality, nobody knows for a fact, especially real time in the moment, right? If we're looking at this and I see a red dot here, do I know how far down price is going to go just because we have a red dot here? No, I don't know that. How the hell would I know that? I don't know how far price is going to go down. But if I'm trading with the trend, meaning this line is still, this dot is still red, I'm just going to go until it turns green. And down somewhere around here is where it will turn green. And, wherever but price may go way down there, and I'll make hell of money the whole time. I don't know yet. And I don't pretend to know. And that's the difference between me and all the other TA guys who draw their stuff on the price slide. They're pretending like they're predicting the future on price, and nobody really can do that. So, but because their shit is a sometimes. This is a always. This is not, price is not going to go to here while this is still a red dot. It's not going to happen. It's like mathematically impossible. It can only go up so much before you get a red dot. You see what I'm saying? Like this turned green. It only went up a little bit. It's going to turn red as soon as it comes back down again on a 10 minute. On a 1 hour, you see you get more movement. That's a pretty big move relative to we still don't have a dot showing yet. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I like scalping with the momentum waves, because on a short term, it is accurate. It doesn't lie. I mean, even on long term, it's still accurate, but it's like it takes longer for these to play out. 10-minute candles don't take that long to play out. The 10-minute waves, I should say. Like each one of these candles is 10 minutes. So we've been on this uptrend since here, 1610, all the way to 1910. So exactly 3 hours we've been on an uptrend. But price didn't do that much for us, right? Probably because it's like just catching the momentum down here. It caught a little bounce, but it ain't doing one of these. It's just like some people hope you, maybe we'll catch a dead cat bounce. It's like, I don't know. I figure we'll probably do some sideways movement for a while. I wouldn't really be scalping Bitcoin because it's just not going to give you enough volatility. But look, let's take a look at, this is what Dejan, oh, okay, I was going to show this. Yesterday, so I did do a live trade yesterday, all right? The live trade yesterday in Breakout prop up here. And you can see I entered here on this red and I got out here in this green. Now, I didn't have a lot of money on it, so it wasn't, nothing life-changing. But just the general idea of catching that in a live trade was nice to see. And I was actually trying to show an example of when you have a ticker that doesn't have a lot of liquidity in Breakout prop, it's going to look like stairs. Every unit is one of those. And in this case, I had 500,000 of them, so it was $5 was every stair. And so you might like trading a ticker like this better than trading Bitcoin, where there's like, what I'm saying, you can't even see the units are so tiny that they don't show up. Where here, the units are so big that they show up. And what happens is it doesn't move as fluidly, but that can be an opportunity because, like, what if all of a sudden Bitcoin starts going up and you're shorting? You get like a split-second delay to get out of that trade before this chases it hella quick on multiple units sometimes, just because the liquidity is so slow, it's like lag. So that's just a little cheat code, again, kind of breaking the rules of trading. It's not really breaking the rules. It's just I know how to cut corners and kind of cheat ahead a little bit. That's hard to write down in a manual and say, do it this way. I know this ticker. I've traded this ticker a million times. I've traded it on Breakout prop a million times. So I know that. And ultimately, what I want to kind of impress upon you guys is the other reason why I like short-term trading is because you get a lot of reps. And trust me when I tell you, learn more when you get a lot of reps, right? Just like a football player is trying to, you're a wide receiver. You got to go out and catch the ball a dozen times before the game starts. So you got a lot of reps, so you're ready for the game. Steph Curry going to go out and shoot a million threes in the pre-warm-up. So when that game comes, you guys see him hit that half-court shot. Well, if you watched him in pre-warm-ups, you seen him hit that half-court shot a dozen times. Like it wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is the same as anything else, I know this ticker. I trade this ticker. I do TA on Bitcoin a lot. That's probably why I'm killing Bitcoin a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you want to get your hands, your hands dirty here. You want to get in and get some trades. I don't even care if it's a small amount of money. It don't matter that much. As long as it's real money, then it'll feel real to you. You know what I'm saying? Breakout prop is a good way to get real money, action, big money too. By the way, action, right? Get yourself 100K. And then that way it feels real. Like you're not going to do no... People who paper trade, you just like YOLO. You're like, I'll just put it all on and see if I can get rich on paper. It's never the same. I remember Crypto Face told me, he's like, it's never the same, bro. You got to have some real money. I don't know if it's $50, something. But I will say on Breakout prop, it's nice to get that 100K. Because when you get 100,000, then like it really makes you feel like this is real money. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like every move is like, it might be $100. Because so, for example, I was just doing a small amount of money yesterday, but each step was $5, right? When there was this real volatility moment, like after the election type of stuff, and I had like every step as $10, you get a big move like this. Here, let me show you. So this is Breakout prop, same ticker, Dejan. You get a move like this, each step being $10. Oh, this is 5-minute chart too. Let me put it on the 1-minute chart. Each step being $10 adds up quick. Let's see here. Right? Like, let's see. Do they have a measurement tool on here? I never use the TA on Breakout prop itself. I always do it, the TA tools, I should say. I always do it here on TradingView. Fiva, we want to make sure you get a TradingView account. It's free, but I do have a discount code that you want to use because when you go to upgrade, you get $15 off. I'll get $15 as well. So it's in the description of this video. You got to get yourself a TradingView account. Use the link that I provide to sign up for sure to do that, though. But here's the thing. Yeah, that little $5, a step or $10 a step, we add up if you talk about all the way down like this. You see what I'm saying? Before you know it, that's hundreds of dollars that have added up. Each one of these little steps here, let me see. If each one of these little steps was $10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $90 just in this one move. You see what I'm saying? And again, that's $10. That's like not even that much money, bro. If each step was $10, so yesterday we had 8, it was 800, so $10 would be a million of them. I don't know if they're going to let me do a million. They're going to let me do a million? No, it says volume should be less than 3 million. Oh, wait, so this is a million. Okay. So if you bought a million of these, it would be like $100. Yo, all set in the building. What's popping? All set. We were just going over yesterday's trade, but also we got had to go over this Trump pump today that dumped. First the Trump pumped and then dumped. But basically, what I was talking about is these type of plays are unique. They're news events. And when you trade a news event, it's a different strategy involved. You're watching it up close. I'm going to do it I'll show you on Breakout probably because this is the 1 minute chart. You're watching this in real time like, okay, this is fake. And you really got to tell yourself, when is this reversal coming? So this is my strategy for this, okay? If you're ever at a time where you know it's an opportune, volatile moment, there's a short squeeze happening or something, you have to be patient because you go in here with $5,000 or something and it goes against you and all of a sudden you're down $100, $200, $300 quick. And I say, listen, I got $100,000 account and I'm still only going in with like $5,000. You feel me? Because in breakout prop, you can't lose more than 4,000 in a day or 6,000 overall. But the 4,000 a day is what would happen all of a sudden right here. So let's say you take, it depends on the ticker, but let's say you take 5 or 10. I would start with say $5,000 worth or something like that, and it starts to go against you. Either A, get the hell out and have your finger on the trigger and you're ready to jump back in, or B, you just wait for it. Wait until you start seeing some of the actual reversal happen. Market Cipher B will give you the clue, right? Now, the 1 minute chart is a little bit hard because you get a lot of false signals on a 1 minute chart. But, in this case, the 1 minute chart was legit. This came up. If you had entered right here on this, you would have been right here. You would have caught it all the way back down. This is the 1 minute chart. You feel me? So let's still use Market Cipher B even in these moments. You're like, look, I got the 1 minute chart. Just so you know, the dot is not going to appear until some of the price action has already happened. It's not going to print until the candle closes. So, the exact moment when this dot appeared, I don't know. It happened sometime within these 60 seconds. But it doesn't print and stay there until the next candle opens. And that's true for every time frame. So, if you had gotten in here, right here, and then decided to ride the 1 minute all the way down to here, you would have made money. A lot of money, as a matter of fact. You would have done quite well. Just following Market Cipher B. Got out here, Where is it? That would have been a nice move. As a matter of fact, we'd do the ruler. Here to here. But a 2.69% move. If I'm on 50X, which is my standard for Bitcoin, you multiply that by 50. So I would have caught 100 and something, 105% move or whatever it was. 102 or 103% move in, minutes. In minutes. How many minutes? In 9 minutes. Could have caught 100% move. You feel me? So it's like, and I probably would have held it longer, but maybe not. Maybe I would have just gotten my money if I had a big enough position because I'm just, you won the trade. And that's the other thing, too. So I want to talk about this because when I woke up this morning, I jumped on at like 5 in the morning. I jumped on my Discord and I said, I'm taking profit. And I was in this Bitcoin long. Yesterday, I had taken profit already in this XLM at the top. Did well on that. That one I got out like right at the top here. And OM, I got out of both of these right at the top. OM shit the bed. Look at that. But I had got out yesterday right at the top on these. But I was still on my Bitcoin long. I was going long. And I was like, man, I wrote it in the Discord too. You'll see it in the Discord. I was like, green is great. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can show it to you here. I say it on here. Too much profit staring me in the face. Oh, I think I put it. Which one did I do? I had hit it. I was on, TradingView. It was this one. I just closed Bitcoin swing, too much profit staring me in the face. I was up 285%. You know what I'm saying? That's all right, all said. I missed the volatility too. You can't win them all, but my point is I got out before the volatility. You know what I'm saying? I got out when we were still looking at going, my long was still in play. And that was a more important decision because I didn't lose. You know what I mean? That was what was more important, is not losing. Come on, close this thing. Turn this back on. So that was my point, is I got out of this trade up here somewhere. About here. No, it was 86.6. Let me see, it says it right here. I got out at 86.6, almost 86.7, basically. So it was 86.7 it was like here. Boy, that's pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, that was way over here. What am I doing? I was over here. This morning. Here. 86.7. So I got out like here. And then it came back down a little bit. Came back up a little bit. Actually, no, I got out down here. It was when it started to turn back down again. That's what made me get out. That's what it was. I posted the screenshot. I saw the 10-minute wave. I saw this dot right here. So this red dot was deep. Oh, yeah, I can make it bigger. This red dot was deep, touching the 75 line on market Cipher B on the oscillator. I'm like, man, give me my money, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't catch the perfect top, but when I saw the momentum starting to reverse, how do I know that this wasn't going to come straight down? I don't know that. So just give me my money. And I said it might go higher and it might go sideways. And when it did, it pretty much went sideways. The Trump news came. Boom, boom. I didn't catch that part, but I didn't have to worry. I was chilling the rest of the day. I could jump in someone else's Twitter spaces. Stick to the strategy, man. Was price going to go higher or lower? I don't know. I don't have to know. I just have to look at the charts. And that's really what it comes down to. We don't need to overcomplicate this, man. We just don't need to overcomplicate it. And that's the thing for me, man. It's like we don't need to make it hard. Trading can be as easy as you want it to be. 285% win in 2 days. But we could have made that much on the way back if we really wanted to. If we were watching. This is a little bit riskier. I mean, and that's that, man. And then these ones all shit the bed. Glad I got out of these. It's just we could make this easy, guys. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Blockchain Cowboy too, because he posted I appreciate anytime you guys share my stuff on Twitter or on any social media, by the way. If you could like the video, share it with a friend, tell people to join it, by the way, all of that kind of stuff. Appreciate that. Helps me out, helps the algorithm out. I want to help y'all out though. So but Blockchain Cowboy was like, he'd been struggling with round tripping a lot. Let me see what exact words on Twitter were. Like I have it right here. Oh, I don't have Twitter pulled up. Or do I? Yeah. Let's see. What was the exact words? I'll just pull up Twitter in this thing. They're not showing me my own account. Basically, he was just like tired of round tripping. And this shit was giving him money back. And he's like, basically, Cassius Cuvée encouraged him to take some damn profits. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, here it goes. Man, he goes, let me read it over here. Man, I got to say, even with Market Cipher B, my trading strategy had been on a losing streak. I was holding too long in the red, and I'd win one good one, and then boom, lose one, lose. But after being here, he's talking about my Discord, for only 5 days, my wins have been continuous. Check out this Discord and sign up, y'all. So, again, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody showing some love, showing some support. I thought I already had retweeted this shit. Anyways, if you guys, obviously, I'm going to retweet you. I'm not one of those weirdos who, you compliment somebody and then they don't retweet you or even acknowledge you. I don't do that shit. I'm going to give y'all a shout out. If you support me, I'm going to support you. It's really that simple for me. So, anyways, the point is, mostly, I was just preaching take profit. It's not like he doesn't know how to trade. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we've been seeing all of this. All of this. You see, I had drawn this. Remember this? Remember how big this seemed when we were trading in it? This was the first week. Remember how big this seemed? It was bouncing perfectly off the top and the bottom and then bottom and then bottom. And my point was, yeah, this support was brilliant until it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? How many people do you think went long right here and then all got stopped out down here? You know what I mean? And down here too. This is really where I was at. This went all the way down If you look closely, it bounced off of here 3 times, 4 times, 1, 2, 3. I went long, and I got out like right here. I was like, ugh, I didn't like this second red dot. It was a 24-minute, had a red dot right here. I didn't like it. Came back down. Someone could have gotten here for the quick one. I was like, no, I didn't have a play. Bounced off support again. Look how many times it bounced off support. You probably thought you were a genius all the times. You're like, oh, man, this is the bottom. And then, broop. So that's why, I mean, you're right until you're wrong. That's the problem with all the strategies that involve primarily the price chart. It's not that the price chart is bad. I just think it's 20%. If you don't have this going first, you're going to get wrecked. And, again, it works until it don't. And I've done it a million times. You know, it was like you fail and, or even like, look at this line here. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it breaks above the line. And this gold line is the moving average. People say, oh, as long as it's below the moving average, then that means price is going down. Yeah, until it broke above the moving average. Oh, and then, by the way, it went down below the moving average. Oh, and then it crossed back up again. You know what I'm saying? That these rules don't never apply. They work until they don't. But that doesn't happen. This doesn't really work that way down here. Like, if you're on a 10-minute wave and the price starts going against it long enough, you're going to get a dot printed. Like, it's going to happen. It's not going to not happen. You get what I'm saying? So when that dot prints and goes in your direction, so let's say we got in here. Let's see, what would we have? What do we have, though? Yeah, we would. We would be in a short right now, and we would be trading. If we were doing my scalping strategy, we would have started it here, okay, on this red dot. This is obviously like an anomaly, but let's just say we did. We would have started here, but we wouldn't have started on the 1 hour. We would have zoomed in. We would have zoomed in. It's a little harder to see if we're not in real time, but it would have been somewhere, you know, here or something. Well, let's see. It would have started here. We basically would have had to wait for the first red dot, which would have been here, in which case it would have been green. We would have got out. We would have not – we wouldn't have lost any money on this. And this is what I mean. If you get out on the first – this is very important. I cannot – like, you guys, this is me studying this shit for 16 hours a day for like 8 months straight, okay, just staring at the charts in real time. It's always hard to go back. But I was in real time looking at this shit. I know that 10 minutes is a fair number, a fair time frame to say, oh, I got to green down the 10 minute. I don't want to fight it, because you're not going to get creamed in that first 10-minute candle probably. Like, this doesn't happen immediately. It has a little bit of go first. So if we had gotten out right here, which we would have, you know, okay, you got a little green against you, no big deal, but you would have got out. You know what I'm saying? You might be at break even or maybe down a little bit because of fees, something. Okay, no problem. You didn't lose, though. Now, I'm waiting for the next red candle to go in, and then boom, in your face. You're like, damn, I'm glad I wasn't in that trade. But guess what? As soon as this red came back, you would have gotten in again, and you would have rode that baby all the way down to here until you got green dot. Oh, get out. Then it turned red again. Get back in. And then you would have rode that baby all the way down to here. Oh, green out. Green dot. Get out. You get what I'm saying? And we would have been still with the trend. We would literally be still in it right now. Not in it. We would be in and out of it, I should say, based upon the 10-minute waves right now. When this green dot came, see, there's a red dot down here. You're never going to get 2 green dots in a row. These are just the mechanics of the indicator. Like, you're never going to get 2 green dots in a row. That's impossible. So that's why I say, like, this strategy is not like a trust me, bro strategy. Like, the indicator is the trust me. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's impossible for that to happen. Even if you did green, red, green, you're still not going to get 2 in a row. So I would have gotten out here. I would have gotten in there, and I would have got out here, and maybe I wouldn't have made any money or a small loss or whatever. You live with that, but it would have spared my life when all of this went against me, because I wouldn't be in right now. I'd be looking to short. When this red dot came, I would have shorted again. Right now, where would we be? Roughly break even, and maybe I would be looking at this thinking like, okay, the move is about to be over. I probably would have got out. But the main point is, you're protecting yourself from losses. You take small wins, small losses, small wins, small losses. Big win, boom. You see what I'm saying? Small wins, small losses, right? These little things was a small win, small losses. This little bit, that was actually a small loss, and then boom, big win, and then maybe a small loss. That would have been a big win all the way to here. You would have gotten out. Maybe you wouldn't have really taken a loss there. It would have been another big win, boom. And then let's say you would have taken a small loss between this little Christmas tree light here, but you would have spared yourself from all this. You would have got in here, boom, boom. If this, let's say this turned green right now, would have been small. I'll call a break even a small loss. You know, you lost some time. But, you know, would have been roughly break even just on trading fees. You might have taken a small loss. But you're avoiding that punch in the face. You're avoiding that one that breaks your bank. If you can just do that in trading, you can just survive in the game, bro. You'll live. You'll last. I got to look in your face. Just survive. Just survive. That, in the long run, your bank account will slowly grow. You know, I'm over here. This is just a breakout one I'm kind of using just for the training or whatever. You know, so I haven't really been trading it much, but like, as long as it's 102, stay at 102, I'm up $2,000, 2,100. You know what I'm saying? I haven't hardcore traded this account, but like, this ain't the one where I try to make money off of. But it's like, it ain't going nowhere. I ain't losing. You know what I'm saying? I won $15 yesterday or whatever it was. What was the thing? Let's see, last week or whatever, all history. You know, I won. This was the take home, but whatever. I won $15. I won $21 on that trade. Okay, $21. You know, yesterday. Okay, that wasn't very much, but I only had what did I have on it, like a few $100. I mean, I didn't even have that much money on it. You know what I'm saying? I had actually no. We know what I had. I had 800,000 of these. So what was 800,000 of these? I had $1,000 on it. So for $1,000, I made $21, even after fees or whatever. Was it $19 or whatever? Okay, that's fine. No, it's still 20. Excuse me, that's still $21. So yeah, it's like that we didn't have much volatility, you know. But I didn't lose. And honestly, I probably would have more than like 1,000. This ticker is really small. So I mean, man, I feel like there was something else I was going to go over with y'all today. Ask me some questions, though, man. Let me ask you, Fiva, do you have, if you're still on here, Fiva, number one, do you have TradingView? Number two, I don't know if you signed up for Breakout Prop yet. My discount code for Breakout Prop is right here, GGRF7W. It's over here. I have it. You can't see. I can't see it over here, but I can see it over here. GGRF7W is the discount code for Breakout Prop. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a little special deal that this month for anybody who signs up for my Breakout Prop. I'll give them but they gotta sign up for the big one, bro. You get the $800. I'm get you into my Discord. You don't have to use the Phemex link. Otherwise you use the Phemex link, GMMNX5. And that way, it's the invitation code. But really, just use the link. It takes you to where you sign up for Phemex. And then you put in your Phemex UID into your actual Discord verification. And then that's how you get signed up. Anyways, man, I feel like there was something else I wanted to go over today. Basically, it was more along the lines of just this pump here that happened. Like, number one, don't press your luck. I took my profit here. I took my profit about here. I'll say it was this candle here, so it wasn't the perfect top. 285%, give me my money. Give me my money. I was right. It did go a little bit higher, but it didn't break out. It just went to here and then came back down again. So I was happy right here. I got out in time. Then I was doing something during the day, and then boom, I missed this, but I didn't lose all of this, right? Because think about it, this is 10-minute candle. I would have had to be watching within this 10 minutes in order to do something better than what I did to get out. And I had been playing for 2 days. Otherwise, I would have been pissed if I gave back my 2-day trade all because I wasn't paying attention or some blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, man, give me my money, bro. Just give me my money, you know? Kind of lucky that we're in the United States, so we're like awake during wake hours when like news events happen for most crypto news. Not always. Sometimes the Asian markets will move the stuff. But Offset, you're not in Discord. I did use it. You're for like 10K. Oh, okay, so Offset, you got into Breakout Prop. Okay, cool. What day did you sign up for Breakout Prop? Was that this month or how long ago was that? I know there's probably like a 10-second delay on when this shows up for you guys and me. But, yeah, I was just curious. 2 days ago. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you got into Breakout Prop. You did the 10K. All right. But you're not in the Discord yet, all set? What is are you following me on Twitter? How you doing on there, by the way? Okay, send me a DM if you, I don't know what your Twitter name is. I got it. The thing is, the only way I can get people in automatically is if they sign up for Phemex and then put in their UID. Did you sign up for? So you did not sign up for Phemex yet? All set with my referral link. If you did, you can get into the Discord. If you didn't, then just if you could just create an account with Phemex with that Discord link, then you can get in for free. We want to get you in there all set because that's where the game. I'll be on there all day. I can show you real quick. Come right back here. So this is the general chat. Oh, that was the. So I'm in here all day, you know, like post a set. I post videos in there too. It's like a TA video. Oh. Can y'all hear this when I'm playing this? Let me know if y'all can hear this. I can hear it in my headphones. Okay, you can't hear in the video. Okay. All right. I got to get it somehow set up so that way the sound will come through videos from this computer. I'm playing my music from my laptop over here, and it's basically like just coming through the speaker of the microphone when I play music. That's why y'all can hear the music, but I'm not playing it from this same computer. One is a PC, one is a Mac, and I got hella fucking screens and shit over. So basically, I was just showing how in my actual Discord, I'm giving that was so. Look, this is all today. Matter of fact, let me go back to that. I'll just scroll through it real quick because all set's not in the Discord. You see, I'm in here all day, and also Edema. I don't know how you pronounce this name here. You got a different name in in Discord, but he's in here too, and you know, I'm giving the TA like all day long. And if I see a crazy opportunity, I'll call that out as well. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. This is what I was going to talk about. Okay, the dotted line. Oh, so yeah, this dotted line. This is what I did want to mention this. So this dotted line here, let me close this. This is what I was going to mention. I knew I had written the notes somewhere I want to talk about. This dotted line in TradingView is just an alert, right? It's an alert. But this alert, I drew this alert like a while back. I think I drew it like when we were over here. It was like that first. Actually, it was whenever I entered this trade. Remember I entered this trade, this short, and I got out like down here. Actually, did I get out down here or did I ride it one time? I got out one of these times before it did too much. It was here or here. And the point is, this line was like, okay, if it breaks above this obvious support and resistance, in this case it would be resistance because we're below it. Just for people who don't know, resistance is when you're going up and you hit yourself, you hit your head on the ceiling, right? It's resistance. Support would be if you're coming down and you land on it, right? I'm like, if it breaks above here, then like, you know, we're kind of breaking out and we'll probably get to the upside. But there's also people who would call it a trading range and they would be taking profit when it came to somewhere about here. I don't know where. It'd be a little bit different for every person. But the point is, it never actually hit it. Look how close it was. Look how close it was. So for all the people who were waiting for it to hit here and it didn't wait here before they got exited, think of how mad they were when it went to here and it didn't, and they didn't close out. And then they're like, well, it'll bounce back. It'll go again. You get what I'm saying? That's why I don't chase price. You get what I'm saying? I would have had to live with the fact, if I was zoomed in on this on the 10-minute, I would have had to live with the fact that I missed it. If I was going long and I went like this and it started crashing down on me, as soon as that dot appeared, I'm like, nah, bro, I have to either cut my losses or take whatever little profit I got. It ain't going to the moon. I wouldn't be, but if I was chasing this price chart, I would be going down with a sinking ship because this told me that I had a stop loss down at the bottom of this red, and I would have had to lose all this money again down here. You get what I'm saying? Like, why are we just picking a price in advance and we're just like, I have to stick with it because this little thing told me to? You know what I'm saying? Hell no, man. As soon as I seen that momentum change, give me my money, bro. I'm out. I don't even want to lose this much. You see what I'm saying? Why? Why do that? Why wait for your trade that you got all the way? Actually, it would have been all the way to here, right? It would have been all the way to here. And you would have been mad as hell if this went all the way to here. Come on. If it went all the way to here, and then you gave it all back and you got stopped. For what reason? You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't trust these price charts, bro. Not without this. As soon as I seen that red dot, I'd be like, head fake. I'm out. Okay, we got Henry texting me. Is Henry going to join? He finally fixed the Discord. I'm in live right now. Tell you, bro, I got people hitting me up all damn day about trading. And I'm like, I got to tell him to join the Discord because he's in it. But I can't, there's too many people. You feel me? Okay, I use market Cipher B and the VWAP is the leading. Yep, the VWAP. So the VWAP, just for people who don't know, in market Cipher B is the yellow line. That's the leading indicator. This is just a weird thing about the VWAP, and I talked about this yesterday. The VWAP is interesting I mean, I do like it. I do watch it because, like you say, it's leading indicator, right? But it doesn't really give you the answer until it's crossing. Now, on this candle, it did literally, when I say crossing the zero line. Look, it crossed the zero line. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the trend change on the zero line. But when it's not, it's a little bit weird. Like, just because it's pointing down here, you see price still went up first. Or I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because in real time, again, this is why you got to watch it. That's why I had to watch it in real time. I can't, we can back test. You know what? You want to try it? Let's see. Let me see replay. You know what? Let's see. Let's try replay real quick. Come on, replay. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they're going to show us what this VWAP did in real time. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Move out of my way. I want to just play it. We're watching. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. That went too fast. 10 speed. We're not doing 10 speed. Okay, hold on. Let me go back real quick. See how this played out. And now what's going to be hella slow? Okay, not hella slow. So VWAP. Damn, still too fast. Go back. Oh, when you hit spacebar and do this, it don't. Oh, spacebar going through tickers. Hold on a second. What the hell is it doing? Play. What the hell is this? Oh, this is it. I was trying to see what the VWAP did. It's not cooperating here with me. This where we in right here? What is it doing, bro? Yeah. This is the wrong ticker again. Can we get on Bitcoin, please? All right. Close this. Yeah, let's just do it again. Replay. I want to replay to right here. This candle here. All right. Zoom in some. 1x. Play. I'm trying to watch this VWAP on Market Cipher B. Stop. Let's go. Okay. So, again, it doesn't really show in real time. You'd have to be like the 1 minute. It's weird. He said there's a hidden bearish divergence. Yeah. I mean, it's not like a normal technical setup. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's a scam wick up and a reversal hella quick. But what I was trying to see is this VWAP right here. What did it look like in real time? You can't do that. That's what I'm saying. You can't go back. That's why when people always say, I backtested so-and-so strategy and it worked, I'd be like, are you sure? Like, you know what I'm saying? You needed to watch so-and-so strategy in real time to know if it worked. So I've watched them all. So let's see. Where are you? So, okay, it was going up for a second. But they're just going to skip to the next candle. Now it's kind of going down. Yeah, okay. I don't know how they're determining what ticks to show me when we watch this replay. But basically, it's hard to know the VWAP is doing its thing until it's crossing that line. That's like really the real time when the VWAP did what the VWAP does. And that's really what I'm just trying to call out for that. Because I remember I would be trying to watch it when it's like down here or something, but you don't know. It's not really telling you what's going to happen. It's right at the moment it crosses the zero line is when the VWAP is the go-to tool. That's the 1 hour. That's why. 10 minute. Right. It did cross on this one, but this one it didn't. So it's like, okay, was it going up? Was it going? It started going up here, but like price didn't go up till the next candle. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I believe it's better to highlight on higher time frame 1 minute. Well, the 1 minute is 1 minute is way too slow. I was looking at the 10 minute. Really, I was trying to see what the 10 minute. I would have to, because this is a 10-minute candle. We sit there and watch it for 10 minutes. I mean, that's what I would used to do when I was getting a feel for this stuff. But again, too, this is why I don't overcomplicate it. I honestly don't even need the VWAP for this strategy. I really don't. I don't need this line. I don't need none of the other lines. You know what I'm saying? I just realized, yes, so far behind on Oh, yeah, the live. Yeah, I know. The live is hella far behind. You know what? I feel like it lags more as time goes on. I think I keep seeing some delays. Like it starts out about 10 seconds or something. I thought it was 6 seconds at first, and then it gets worse and worse as time goes on. Oh, H-Dog is in the – say something in the chat. Tell him how you watching the chat, but you ain't saying it. You texting me, but you ain't saying nothing. Say something. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not going to stay on too much longer now, but if Henry want to say something on the chat, I have a question to ask, something like that, you can go ahead and ask it. If you guys ain't got any more questions right now, let's ask it. Oh, his stream is cool. All right, let's see what was it. So Bitcoin stayed in its trading range, which it did. Bitcoin stayed in its trading range. I'm just looking at the stuff I put in the Discord. Imagine how many people lost money in that take profit. Hell yeah. And this is why I don't chase price predictions. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, Henry is working out. Now, Henry is a you don't want to fight Henry. Let me just put it to you that way. Just put it to you nicely. You don't want to fight Henry. He was working out. Okay, he going to stay working out. He ain't the one. I know him from the gym, the boxing gym. All right. Hey, appreciate you all said. I appreciate it, man. Let's see. We get some music playing. What happened to the music? Oh, I remember what happened. Let me play something. I'm trying to play stuff so actually it doesn't get demonetized. When I played the other songs last time, it got demonetized. But luckily, I got my own soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what we got here. Oh. I need to be able to show y'all. This is the only thing about making sound come through here so I can show y'all some music videos. But for now, we're just going to play some chill. Let me find watching. Oh, I'll just find out. See, I got my YouTube pulled up over here so I can see what y'all are seeing, how much is delayed. Let me see real quick, though. Watching me rolling. It's crazy when I scroll through my own YouTube videos. It's a bunch of, like, trading tutorials, then random rap music videos. I got no shirt on in one video. That was the beat, though. Shout out to Flopping Groper. Hold on, we're going to play this. Oh, I got to turn the sound off. Trading tutorials, then random rap music videos. I got no shirt on in one video. All right, this is the one. This is the one I did with Flopping Groper. For Flopping Groper. So, Henry, the way you know to get in and out of a trade without indicators, you're going to use the Discord. So, on the Swole is the Flopping Groper. Swole is the Flopping Groper. Swole is the Flopping Groper at 100K or over. Be Swole is the Flopping Groper. Swole is the Flopping Groper. Swole is the Flopping Groper. Pushing price up and down like the top of a roller coaster at 100K or over. Be Swole is the Flopping Groper. Doing my push-ups. The whole challenge blowing up. Everybody swollen up. Bitcoin price ain't the only thing that's going up. The market ain't topping. We hope it ain't no stopping. So Henry, this is what it looks like in the Discord. Go to the scalping alerts. That's when they're gonna tell you. Knowing that they watching, I ain't shaking dice. That's some great advice. You can be a DJ and still pull bitches too. It might split your tooth. Marcus Cipher got the richest crew. It made me want to take off my shirt up in this thing. I left 12 bars in instrumental, so if you got bars, you can rap. Make sure you drop your 12 bars on this track. Yo, that's true. Yo, if you guys want to rap on that beat, what I did was I left the instrumental. This not on the video here, but I got the instrumental. I left the second verse open. So anybody else who was participating in the 100 push-ups a day challenge, or anybody else who just want to kind of get on the track and spit some motivational shit, you know what I'm saying? That's the hype song right there, the workout song. I'll send you the song, and then you can slap in your verse, and then you got your version of the song now. So anybody got some bars, shit, you can hop on it. Let me know. Bullish equals bearish. Bullish equals getting bearish. No. So bullish Henry wants to know what bullish and bearish means. In general, for all trading, not just crypto, bullish just means prices going up, and bearish means prices going down. So when I'm in, let's go back to the Discord real quick just so I can show you. So I've got this. This is not exactly Market Cipher. I didn't want to export Market Cipher information, but this is a momentum wave indicator, a separate one. What's happening in here is that it's showing we're all the way to the bottom, right? So the last one was at 3 p.m. I had to program this. So the 1 hour, how can I show it to you? The 1 hour, all I put in here was the 10-minute waves and the 1 hour waves because this is my 10-minute 1 hour strategy, right? So right here, Bitcoin went bearish at the 1 hour at noon, okay? So that would have been where, and this is just on Bitcoin too. We could do it on other tickers, but this list could get real long, right? So at noon, it does. You see, it's not even exactly the same as a Market Cipher, but that's okay. It's also mine have to go when the candle closes, so we don't get any false signals. So basically, this is like saying, okay, look, we got the 1 hour. You're always going to have a bearish 10-minute before a bearish 1 hour. It's just how it works, right? That never is out of order. So again, this is why I trust this indicator, the momentum waves in general, I should say. So basically, that means here's when the strategy starts. Okay, boom. We got 1 hour strategy. Now it's time to look for a bearish. We're going short is what bearish means. But we're not going short when we see the 1 hour. Theoretically, the way the strategy works is we're going short when we're seeing the first 10-minute bearish dot. So naturally, because you're never going to have two bearish in a row, the next one's at 10 minutes going to be bullish, and then the next one's going to be bearish. This is where you would enter at 140. Okay? Now, you yourself can be following along with price action when you're in the chart. You get what I'm saying? So you'll be here looking, where was 140? Right here's 140, okay? So you're going to kind of be looking at like, okay, you're going to be getting your own feel for it on the price action while this is going on here. If you do want to buy Market Cipher, I have a referral code for that as well. It's awfully expensive, but it's definitely worth the money as far as I'm concerned. But if you don't have it, we're not using all of Market Cipher. We're using one little piece of the momentum waves, which isn't even the Market Cipher. It's just a piece of it. So that's why this is just kind of a guidance for you. So basically, you're going to get in here and go short. You'd get in here and go short bearish, and then you'd get out here. So between 140 and 3 o'clock, let's see what happened between 140 and 3 o'clock. 140. And then what did I say? 3 o'clock is what? 3 o'clock is 13, 14, 15, right? And here. Here and here, because it would have been when the candle closed. So you would have made money because you would have been basically started up here and shorted it down to here, okay? Then what would have happened is you would have jumped right back into it. Yeah, 20 minutes later is when the next bearish popped up. You see it's not exactly the same. Would have been this. And you would have rode it down from here down to, let's say, what are they saying, 4 o'clock? To here. So, yeah, you would have made money on that one. You would have got out there, 4 o'clock. Then the next one, bearish, was at 7:20, which was here. And then it turned green here. So you would have lost money on that, just a little bit, though. You see what I'm saying? Why take any chances? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cool. That's a cool, quick look thing for sure. Yeah. So and I had to, it took me some work. I had to get this done. But anyways, we in this thing. So yeah, so you should you should join the Discord as well, because then you get access to this as well. And then maybe by popular demand or whatever, if there's other tickers that we wanted to do that on. Honestly, Bitcoin's not even the best ticker to do it, but it's giving you some added value here if you want to follow along and you'll get used to the scalping strategy. And then, like you said, soon enough you'll buy Market Cipher. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be in the game, same as me. But this is just to kind of get. I know I'm going to have a lot of new people in here, and I called this out to Henry in the group. I'll show you in the general chat. We're going to help each other. You feel me? This is a community. My man Matt here is a G, and some of the questions are beginner questions. What does bullish and bearish mean? Yeah, exactly. Bearish means price is dropping. Bullish means price is rising. That's all it means. That's all it means. It doesn't mean winning or losing. It just means you're going to go long if it's bullish. If you're going to go short, it's bearish, right? So these are type of questions that you can ask in the general chat. And I wrote that in here, for folks. If we got some new people, please, help them out, answer some questions for them. Here. I'll be having a lot of new people who are brand new to trading coming into the group. If they have questions, some of our experienced community members can answer them if I'm unavailable to respond immediately. So it's it's just a basic question. It's not like something that you need to be an expert to know. It's just someone with experience will know it. Same thing we were looking. So Phemex, you had questions about Phemex earlier today. So up here is Bitcoin, USDT, perp. That's what we're trading. They're underneath futures. And it's this one, USDT. Hey, Kayla Love is in the building. What's popping, Kayla? We got some women in this thing. Finally. Oh, my God. Finally. Listen, Kayla Love was the first woman I ever had on my show popping crypto, too. And she had a crypto girl rapping. So she's actually the first rapper I had on my show. You feel me? So Kayla Love, she got bars. But, Kayla Love is the AI homegirl. So if y'all need anything AI, cutting edge and stuff, she's the gateway. She's the bridge. So you want to follow her on Instagram and everything. I don't know if she's that big on Twitter, but you definitely want to follow her on Instagram and whatever. Kayla, right with other platforms you on here. But any kind of AI tools and stuff, she's a good person for that kind of stuff. She literally wrote a book on it. Okay. I got to write my book on trading too. I already have the idea for it. But so I can say I wrote the book on trading. but anyways, yeah, I'm glad that you're in here, Kayla. We're getting some women in this thing, and we're trying to diversify it out because I can't do the sausage fest, man. No. I haven't been actively recruiting yet, you guys, but we are going to get some ladies up in this piece. I don't give a damn. Okay. But anyways, Hen Dog, we was looking at this. So the way you would find it on Phemex is futures. It's USDTM. That's what we're trading, okay? I don't even mess with the rest of it. Oh, this is what I was going to say. For my girl, Kai. Kai was, what's when wrench? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Yeah, Sausage Fest ain't my brand. I was just at her, for her birthday, she had an AI seminar. And, for the mods. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. People made me a mod. I don't even know how to do that right now. All set. We're going to have to get you on the next one, bro. I don't even know how to do it. But I'm glad you called it out for me because for my real writers, I want to have you guys in here. I appreciate that. But Kayla had a thing where it was for her birthday. And even for her birthday, we all went to the public library. And she was doing a seminar teaching people how to make custom GPTs. And showing what they do and how they work and stuff like that. And it was 9 women up in there and me. Okay. So that's why she said Sausage Fest ain't my brand. You damn right. When you guys see me at the Bitcoin conference and wherever, I ain't going to be alone. When you see me out, I ain't going to be. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my dogs, right? Henry, we're at the boxing gym and shit. But, we hit the town, we hit the scene. You know what I mean? We're going to have some ladies with us. I can tell you that right now. Okay. But anyways, futures, this is what we're trading here. And then these are the tickers. And then you can star them. When you star them, where's the star? You can put a star next to them, and then they're supposed to be, here. So you can click on that too. Okay, so I don't know if you saw that. All I did was click on Bitcoin itself once I'm in there, and now you can pick other ones, and you can star them right here. Let's star Fart Coin. Click on Fart Coin. Fart Coin will give you some volatility. It's got pretty good liquidity. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good coin to trade if you want a little bit of more volatility than Bitcoin. I haven't been watching it, so I don't know it real well, but I do know it has a little bit of volatility. But here we go. So, you see right here, Henry, it's futures, and then you'll have your favorites, right? So you can keep coming back to these. Just stick for now with Bitcoin, so no crazy stuff happens to you. See how Bitcoin, look, Fartcoin moved 19%. Jeez, we thought the Bitcoin down was 19%. Hold on a second, bro. Hold on a second. I need to see Fartcoin here. I don't know if Fartcoin's on my list. Hold on a second here. 19%. What the hell going on? So Phemex. So this is what you do. You know what? I'll start this over too. For those of you who are new to TradingView, Henry, the way you add a ticker is you click on the plus up here, and we're going to put in Fartcoin. Just fart. But the thing is, you have to pick what. You go crypto, but you have to pick what platform it's on or what trading platform. So that's Phemex. So, I'm not even on the damn thing. My bad, bro. My bad. Come on. Start one more time. So, in the TradingView, you click on this up here next to the ticker, and then you go ahead and type in what you want, Fartcoin. but you have to make sure that you're on what you're on Phemex, because that's what we're trading on. So you just go Phemex, and now you've got it. Okay. So, and then here's the difference too. This is the spot, and this is the P is perpetual. So if you read it, it says perpetual futures contract, and the other one says spot trading pair. We're trading futures. We're trading perps. So we click that. I can make it a green one or whatever, and then go like this. Boom. Now I got Fartcoin added to my list. It's going to be at the bottom every time. We can move it up or whatever, but for right now, I thought I had it at the bottom. What the hell going on? Oh, I apologize. I pushed the wrong thing. This put Fartcoin over Bitcoin. Actually, it's kind of interesting. Look at this, guys. This is not where you click it, but it made Fartcoin chart be on the Bitcoin chart. And that I was trying to see why the hell it was down 19%. It pumped and then dumped like crazy. And this is why I keep saying you go long strength, but you short weakness, right? Why would we short Bitcoin? Short Fartcoin. Look how much money you would have made, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Fartcoin took a dizump. I didn't even mean to do this. Let me get this out of here real quick. But actually, I'm not mad that I did that. To add a ticker, I always do it here on the right-hand side. Oh, can we not see it? Henry, it's over here by the right. There's a plus symbol on watch list, and then that pulls it up. And then we go Fartcoin. There you go. Now when I click this, it adds it to my watch list. That's what I was trying to do, add to watch list. That's cool, though. I forgot about that. You can add another chart on top of that chart so that way you could see, like, relatively speaking, what happened. Because you see how we just look at that to that, and you're like, okay, they did the same thing. Not so fast. Look over here. Oh, shit. This is off the screen. Okay, in TradingView, you guys know this already, but in TradingView, let me unlock this real quick. If you go over here, it'll show you, I have the screen kind of locked. It will show you the percentage moves of the day. A crypto day for us is starting at 5 p.m. So this is down this much since 5 p.m. When the hell is 1700? No. Oh, yeah. That's only, it's just barely, 0051. Right before that, it dropped a lot, though. So our Fartcoin, if we put the ruler, so from here from peak to trough, we call that peak to trough, down 24% today. Ouch. If you had just 10x leverage on that, that's 240% if you were to catch the perfect top and get out at the perfect bottom. You're not going to get that much volatility on Bitcoin. 24%? Goddamn. We're on Bitcoin, peak to trough. What was it? Peak to trough, it was about 7%. That's a big move even. But Fartcoin, 24%. Yeah, damn. So basically, this is why I always say, this is why I dibble and dabble in the shitcoins, you know? But you can't use as big a leverage when you do that. So for now, while you're learning, Henry, just stick with Bitcoin. That's fine. And then what happens is you're going to start to see and get a feel for how it moves. You start 1x leverage, then 2x leverage. You're going to see that $50, that $100 turn to $50 at risk, but if you kept it at 100, it'd be twice as much money. And then when you start using a coin like Fartcoin, you don't even need to do it as much. All those alts and shit, yeah, they get dangerous, especially if you get high leverage. But I kind of like trading them in breakout prop, to be honest with you. Breakout prop over here, and Kayla might start you on breakout prop. You know something about trading, but breakout prop is that's where, you get that big bag and it feels real. You feel me? And I traded yesterday live here on this one on Breakout Prop. Yeah, okay, that's the one where you put in $800 and you get $100,000 to trade with, or you could put in $500 and you get $50,000 to trade with. But I think you should get the big. I don't believe in getting any of the small bags. It ends up getting you wrecked. It's like a psychological trick. You feel like, oh, I know what I'm doing. And so now I want to use $5,000 of my $10,000. But that's really 50% of your bag, and then it goes against you quickly, and you're like, oh, man, I got breached. Whereas if you want to trade $5,000, that's only 5% of your $100,000 back. You feel me? In Bitcoin, we trust. Yeah, exactly. I used to trade. And you know why, too? This is the other reason why. If you've been following me for the last week, since last Monday, I've been killing it on the Bitcoin trades. And sure, I did well on XLM and the other ones too, but I'm nailing it on Bitcoin. So it's like there's something to be said for accuracy, right? It's much harder to be accurate when you got these weird spikes and all these weird shit coins. Like, they're definitely hard to be accurate. This is the advanced class when you go into these ones. This is the advanced. You're in the deep end of the pool when you're trading. Literally, the coin is called Degen. Okay? The coin is called Degen, man. Use a Degen if you're trading Degen. Give me a break, right? But Bitcoin, I'm trading 50x Bitcoin. It's like my starter's position. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even risked. I'm not even at risk losing money on a 50x on. I'm like, Bitcoin 50x, that ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I'm not even close to getting liquidated because I'm like, I'm good at it. You know what I mean? It doesn't have weird. This happened because of a news event. Like, remember when it was Monday when we first got in there, and then the Shiba Inu shot straight up. Bitcoin didn't do shit. I'll show you. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go to 1 hour. Oh, this is Fartcoin still. Bitcoin. Oh, let me go back up to my list. So you guys can see. I'll do trading view real quick. Bigger. So Bitcoin. Let's see. All right, Bitcoin. He was here, and we started this on Monday. So where's that purple box I had? Was it this one? Where else? Is it zoomed in? Oh, here. Look how small it is. It seemed like we was in this purple box. This purple box is hella small. But hella time, we got to zoom in. Okay. So we started trading last Monday. So that was Wednesday. It was here. First live stream here. And I was saying how, that's why I have these arrows here, that, you know, it was the 8 hour is what we was looking at really. And then it went up here, and I was like, when the retrace comes in, get in. And then I started shorting like here. I held on, went here, and then finally we caught this dip. I think I stayed in it here, and then I ended up getting out right here. But the point was comparing this to Shiba Inu, because I was like, if I'm going to short, I want to short some other tickers that have been relatively bearish. But I was just trying to find an example in the live stream. And she had actually not been bearish. So it was actually a bad entry for a short. And what ended up happening was this. Because this is that same Monday, you see? Sheeb decided to do some weird shit. And it wasn't just Sheeb, it was a bunch of the shitty alts and meme coins, I should say. And they did this. Now, why the hell did you do that when Bitcoin only did this? You know? Bitcoin didn't even break above itself. You feel me? So Bitcoin, I was totally fine. I was like green still. You know what I'm saying? But Sheeb decided to go bonkers. And that's what will happen to you with the altcoins. No, okay, that's no problem. I got stopped out, and then all I did was I re-entered here. You can see, actually, I had the little thing. You can see I had that little thing in there because I was showing you guys the little thing, the widget that shows I entered here and wrote it back down again. That was a big move, it seemed at the time, you know, when you got whatever it was, 25x leverage or something. So, you know, this is why trading the altcoins is risky, because they'll fly off. It's like okay, I always say like Bitcoin is the sun, Ethereum is Jupiter, and they all, you know, we're all traveling around, a center mass space, right? But you got these smaller planets and then these asteroids and shit. They're revolving around the sun at like weird angles and shit, bro. And Halley's Comet comes flying through, and you know what I'm saying? He's spitting out some moon over here on the side. That's what all these little shit coins are. Much harder to predict the movements of all these little planets and asteroids and these little things circling around the sun. Like, Earth moves pretty steady, you know, that's just Solana or something, you know what I'm saying? But like, you start getting these little shit coins, man, the movement starts getting more unpredictable. You know what I mean? I've been saying this for years, by the way. I'm like, Bitcoin is the sun, bright and yellow. Jupiter is Ethereum. Yeah, that kind of follows it with a little more extreme, and then everything else is a little bit more wonky, you know? And we're out here on Degen and shit. That's some ice ball outside of Pluto. Ain't no telling what the hell that's going to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's harder, but if you could navigate that, you're really good at rocket science, right? Like, we could do basic rocket science to fly our ass to the moon, but to get out to Pluto, damn, you got to be on your job, right? So, you know, you got to be more accurate, and or really you got to have good bankroll management. You feel me? That's really what you need. And so that's why I'm like, for someone starting out, just stick with Bitcoin. This weird shit didn't blow up in your face. You know what I'm saying? We could just roll the blue wave and go broke like a hobo. Matter of fact, we're going to end on that note. We're going to have to play the market cipher. Let's do it. I'm going to just play the music video. Yee!
Unique.
Damn, this shit is banging, bro. You guys don't know I got the subwoofer in the studio right now. Man, this shit goes.
That I can rap.
Join the market site.
Even faster than I can trade.
Join the market site.
There you go.
I love the adrenaline trades I'm winning, and my indicators say when to start and to finish them. Swing trade more on point than a pendulum. Live stream every day, 100K minimum.
Come along for the ride. I'll be giving you the guide. When my brother on my side, green candles on the rise. Yeah, the time has arrived. Trade $1 million live. Better yet, make it 5.
Hit the beat drop.
Take off like a slingshot in the background. You can hear them a beat hot.
Cash came through with a brand new heat rock every single time, more shine than a peacock.
Bitcoin pop, no headed for the treetop. If you think not, then you living in a dream shop. I predicted this. You can check the X screenshot. Price going up. There's been calling D-Chop.
Where fear go? Now with a pure low.
Check my channel. I'm a
Discord hero.
ice cold veins with a massive
Sub-Zero.
What a milli, I'ma take it off and I'm a beard show.
Huh?
Got it locked, but some wanna take my key and try to trade like me with a fake ID, but they can't quite beat because I'm
Crypto face, no KYC,
wanna get paid, then you gotta win trade so.
Join the
Market cipher.
If you wanna get gains, then you gotta get trained so.
Join the market cipher.
You don't wanna lose cash, then you gotta move fast. And
Join the market cipher.
you wanna DJ on more than the weekend.
Join the market cipher.
Cool Android Momo, diving in a FOMO, living in the future like a 30-40 flow. If you didn't catch it, running back and playing slow-mo. Ride a blue wave or go broke like a hobo. Be a big dog, not a small-time guy like a bonsai. Why? I'ma call my guy. Hit crypto face, get him on my side. Wanna see Bitcoin at an all-time high.
When the bullets in the prime and it really is sublime, every ticker gonna climb and you finna get a dime. When I'm winning all the time, then the women wanna die and I got bitches on my line, but these digits on my mind.
I'm hung up with only one indicator. Got a dozen indicators because it's really nothing greater. I'm inadvertently gonna intimidate a hater. If your girl made a date, I'ma have to hit her later. Should've blamed it on the game because I claim that I like her, but stuck too deep in the game to go wipe her with scalping. I got that aim like a sniper. This ain't FA, but I'll train your advisor. 100x leverage, got the speed of a viper. Glued to the charts, got a pee in a diaper. I only look away when I step into the booth and it's time to put a real MC in a cipher.
If you wanna get paid, then you gotta win trade so.
Join the market cipher.
If you wanna get gains, then you gotta get trained so.
Join the market cipher.
You don't wanna lose cash, then you gotta move fast. And
Join the market cipher.
you wanna DJ on more than the weekend.
Join the market cipher. Let's go. Let's go. I just pulled it up real quick on here. Glued to the charge, got a pee in a diaper. Man, I'm serious, man. Man, that was the beat. That shit don't get old to me. I'm sorry. I know I'm on my own dick on that one, but damn, that shit go. I had a good ass beat, bro, and I was like, okay, you guys want to know a backstory behind this? You guys want to know? I need to give some exclusive shit to y'all for rocking with me this whole time. Okay, don't even post this on YouTube. I mean on Twitter. Just if they want to know some exclusive shit, because I don't do the gossip and the drama and all the bullshit that like some people like to talk about to try to get views or attention, and maybe I would have more following because you guys know. I know all the top influencers and all that kind of shit, right? Or most of them at least, right? Obviously, I've made music for Ben Armstrong, okay? The poor guy's gone crazy. But anyways, I originally had this beat, and I knew it was a banger, and I had made, the first time he wanted to rap, I had put him on it. And he just said he wanted some intro music for like the countdown for like 5 minutes until his live stream starts. I said, okay, well, this is kind of a chill beat. It's banging. And I just chopped and screwed his voice, and I put it on there, and it was like, I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. You feel me? And so it was like I made a banger for him out of this. And, I used AI to put his voice on there and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it was slow because that beat is slow, right? And I chopped it and screwed it. And so it was like, to me, it was tight. But he didn't like it because he wanted something with more energy. And then that's why I came back with Bull Market Energy for him. That was the first rap that he ever got to rap on because I hooked him up, right? And that song kind of banged too. But then I was like, man, we're not wasting that market cipher beat though. So then Crypto Face had hit me up about something. He was like, hey man, you got MC yet? And I was like, MC, what the hell? I was like, oh, market cipher. I was like, no, I said, actually, I don't have it yet. He's like, oh man, okay, let me hook you up. So then I got market cipher. I was like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? What I do is I make theme songs for people. You know what I'm saying? So let me make the market cipher song. But I gotta learn more about it. You know what I'm saying? Like the details. So that's when he put me on, and I learned, and I did my research like I did for everything. And then I wrote the song, and I did the song, and it was such a banger. And I had the idea for, that's why I'm like, look, okay, maybe Ben was right. Maybe the whole song shouldn't be slow. I'll just do that part for the hook. Join the market cipher, slow. Because it's a cipher, like a rap cipher. Like CryptoFace didn't know that. You know, I was like, bro, this is the perfect title. The market cipher, though. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, we're going to do that on the hook. Join the market cipher. But the rap, I'm going to do the speed rap. And it remind me of Twister on Po Pimp. You know, Twister in general raps fast. But Twister on Po Pimp, if you guys don't know that song, he's rapping hella fast. He's hella raw and speed rapping. And so, but I can do any style. If you don't know that by now, then you ain't seen enough of my work. I can write any style of rap. This is what I've did for a minute. And so I was like, okay, we're gonna switch him up on him. I'm gonna do the speed rap. So Ben didn't want the slow shit. CryptoFace got the fast shit. Okay. And so it was kind of like the benefit of getting that song rejected in the first place made me come back with something that was 10 times as hard. You feel me? Because that beat is fucking banging. And so I came back with it 10 times as hard. There ain't no way in hell the Ben Armstrong beat was even 1/10 of that song. Okay? Ain't no way in hell. And CryptoFace, he loved it so much and shit, and he hooked the brother up. You know, he paid me for it. I said, look, bro, I got to give you the music video. This song is too hard not to have a music video. And I already knew the AI shit. I hadn't done one in a while. I was like, I'm about to make this ill-ass music video. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I came back with it, and then we released it. And that's kind of the basic little backstory of that is Ben Armstrong slept on it, and then Market Cipher benefited from it, and I benefited from it. We all benefited from it. We was better off for it because this beat was fucking tight. So anyway, that's a little bit of a backstory. I got a million stories about influencers that y'all know with big followings. I kicked it with them in person. Some shit I cannot tell y'all. You know, I'm backstage in the VIP. I don't even want to name names, bruh. Like, yeah, we all benefited from it. Appreciate you, Matt. And it's like, man, like, oh, man, one day we'll see how this live stream shapes out. Cash Cuvée is not going nowhere, y'all. I'm not going nowhere. You feel me? I'm gonna be around for a minute. We're gonna see how this whole thing cranks out. I mean, you guys know I'm friends with a lot of people, altcoin daily. Some of the big guys, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna see them all at the Bitcoin conference and shit like that. And we're probably gonna make some news stories. My man Loudmouth's gonna be out there, bringing some people with me and stuff like that. When we go to the parties and shit like that. So we're going to have some news stories to tell. Last year, I didn't really travel that much. So I don't have a bunch of news stories from last year. But this year, we're going to hit the ground running now that I got my live stream and my Discord and try to hook everybody up. So please share, like, subscribe, all that good shit. and let a brother know that people are joining Discord and getting some value out of it. And a blockchain cowboy couldn't keep it coming here today. He's going to watch it later. But shout out to Blockchain Cowboy because he gave your boy some love on Twitter. I was going to say this too. If I did help you guys in any way, there's a testimonial section inside of the Discord because I was going to put Blockchain Cowboy's I was going to put his where's that? Here. I was going to put his let me go to testimonials. His tweet in there. So when you guys say some stuff about that you're learning or something that, you know, you're getting some value out of the Discord, I'm going to put it in the testimonial section. Hold on, where it is. Over here. I'll show you a little bit. Oops. This one. What the hell? This is weird. Escape. Over here. Testimonials. Okay. And then that way I'll put some stuff down here. Y'all can't cash the Discord. Oh, man, look out here. If y'all ain't in Cash's Discord, right here, Matt. And I'll probably put the Blockchain Cowboy one in here, too. Let's see. He put it over here. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. We got to play some music on the way out. Let's see. What do we want to play? Let's see, man. Play another Ben Armstrong beat that won't be ever played again for him. You guys know he attacked me on Twitter. Is why I don't mind laughing at him a little bit. Poor guy's gone crazy. That was a sad situation. but anyways, man, this was a banger too. We've been in the game for 10 years. It was kind of a beat. My homeboy made this beat. Yo, let's get after that Bitcoin. See showing higher highs and higher lows. Okay, Bitcoin's trying to make a comeback, huh? It had to bounce after this waterfall. Wait, let me get it back on the screen. It had to bounce after this waterfall. No, yeah, exactly. I had no fire to put. That's why Ben ain't watching this deep into a live stream. That's why I don't even respond to him on Twitter or nothing. Some people got real mad at him, of course, AJ and J Chains and stuff. But I'm like, What he said about me was funny anyways. I still think it's funny. He doesn't really know how to insult me, so it just kind of came across as funny. So I don't really even say nothing to him no more. Poor guy. He'll get better. I've known people who lost their mind before and they came back. So hopefully he'll get better, but before anything too bad happens to him. Anyways, man, that's all we got for today. We're going to keep it lit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it popping. We're going to watch these charts. I got to make some new content to post on my YouTube channel. Peace, y'all. Though I appreciate y'all for joining and sharing and liking and all that other stuff. And we had our first lady join today, Kayla Love. So, peace, y'all. I'm glad y'all joined. We're going to ride this one out.